guys, welcome to today's video. I actually just had my hair like this and then I felt like I looked like I'm naked, so I promise I'm wearing a shirt. But today is gonna be a little sit down video for you guys of a question that I get all the time. I get it pretty much on every video, well, on my cleaning channel, because I don't have comments here. And I used to get this question a lot here on House of Hunts as well. And then I get the question a lot on my Instagram and actually a lot in my personal life. And I feel like influencers always say like, oh, I get this question a lot. But I really do. I really do get this question a lot, which is why I decided to make it into a video form just to share my thoughts and my tips on how I keep my house so clean. So I pride myself in a clean home, an organized home, and a minimal home. So we're not like minimalist. When you think of minimalist and you think of just like a stark white with nothing, we don't have that, but we do have minimal things. We're working on the kids stuff. The kids have a lot of toys, a little too many toys in my opinion. We're working on that, and I have a video about that as well. I'll maybe link it in the iCard, how to declutter your kids' toys or how to get rid of kids' toys. But today we're gonna be talking about how I keep the house so clean, because it is something that I'm always working on. It's something, like I said, that I pride myself on, so I spend a lot of time doing it. But I feel like these tips will at least help you to make sure that it's not taking over your life. So the first tip, like I said before, is like the minimal home, is to have less things. So the less things you have, the less cleaning you're gonna have to do. It's common sense, but it's something that we don't always think about. So let's just say less dishes. How many dishes are you using per day? So we are a family of 5. My kids eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home because they are not in daycare. Jane does go to school, so she has a lunch box. But for the most part, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 5 people. And let's just say maybe 5 cups a day, because Chris drinks out of cans. He drinks like those bubbly waters. I usually do 1 cup a day, and the kids have like their sippy cups, but they also drink juice in the morning. So you wanna think about how many dishes you use a day, and then what kind of pots and pans you use for the most part, and then how many times you're doing the dishes and doing your dish, like loading your dishwasher. And if you have an abundance of dishes and you feel like you're doing the dishes way too much, that's probably why, because you have too many dishes. If you have less dishes, there's gonna be less dishes to clean, if that makes sense. Also, obviously with kids' toys, the less amount of kids' toys that you have, the less mess they're gonna make, which means less cleaning. Same with clothes. The amount of laundry you're gonna have to do is gonna be less as well. So having less things makes it a lot easier to clean. The second tip that I have is to stay on top of the cleaning. You don't want to get things to where there's like no return. So if you guys have seen my Cleaning the Chaos channel, it's a new channel that I have where I show all of my cleaning routines and cleaning stuff. I have done a office clean and also a laundry room clean. And I'm telling you guys, the befores of those rooms were embarrassing. They were messy, they were cluttered. You couldn't even see the floor. You couldn't even walk into the laundry room because they just got out of hand, and I didn't stay on top of it, or Chris and I didn't stay on top of it. So I said in both of those videos, in my head, I knew that I had to clean these particular rooms. And so anytime something needed to go into that room, I just threw it in there, because I was like, I can't even look in there. I don't even want to deal with it. I know I'm gonna have to clean it eventually, so I might as well just throw it in there. Instead, if you're on top of your cleaning and all of your spaces are clean and organized and fresh, you're gonna want to keep it like that. So you're gonna have a spot for everything. You're gonna put the things back where they go. I'm gonna walk into the office now that it's clean. I'm gonna put things where they go. I'm not just gonna throw stuff in here and say I'll deal with it later. So staying on top of your cleaning really helps. Also having a cleaning schedule, that's kind of like staying on top of it. Some people, it baffles my mind, they don't have a cleaning schedule. I'm like, how do you remember what's clean and what's not, besides obviously looking? But things like baseboards, or how do you know when's the last time you vacuumed your room? Do you do that every day? Do you just remember, or does it look dirty? So having a cleaning schedule can really keep you accountable. So I have a daily cleaning schedule, a weekly cleaning schedule, and also a monthly cleaning schedule That way, again, I'm staying on top of it. So even those weekly things, let's say I clean the bathrooms once a week. So every Thursday I clean that bathroom. And so then the rest of the week, you know, it's getting dirtier. When Thursday comes around, I clean it again, and that's staying on top of it. Weeks aren't going by and I'm just like putting it off, and then all of a sudden my bathroom's disgusting. So just stay on top of your cleaning. Make sure no spaces really get too out of hand. This also kind of goes along with the cleaning schedule, but do a little bit at a time. You don't want to overwhelm yourself and be like, oh, there's just too much cleaning and I just don't want to do it, because that happens to me as well. Same thing with the office and the laundry room. I put it off for so long because I knew it was gonna be like an all-day project, and I had other things going on. I didn't want the rest of the house to be messy, because sometimes when you have like a huge project, it's not just the room that you're cleaning, the rest of the house gets messy because things have to go out of the room and then be put other places. You need to find spots for things, and so it can just be a huge project. So if you do a little bit at a time and have that like weekly, let's just say your weekly schedule, you do 2 chores a day, and you know those specific chores go on that one day, you won't feel like you're cleaning all the time. You can just get those 2 things done right in the morning before you go to work, or right when you get home, or when your kids are napping, and then that's it. You're done for the day. You don't have any more cleaning to do, and you just feel like your house is fresh. So this tip is if you have kids, and that is to teach your kids the value of their things, or teach them how to clean up. My kids are 6, 4, and almost 3, and so we are just now really learning how to clean up our things. Obviously, since they were 1.5 or 2, we've been teaching them how to put things away or clean, but to really understand how to take care of their things and their toys, they are slowly learning. We are on the cusp of it, guys, because there are still days where I walk up into the playroom and every single toy is somehow out and thrown all over the playroom. And that is not how we treat toys. That's not how we play with toys. They're not even playing with them. They're just throwing them everywhere. And so slowly teaching them the value of the things, and like I said, having minimal things and them caring about those specific few toys that they have can really help. And my kids know that we do not go to bed without having a clean home. Their rooms are always picked up before they go to bed. Even sometimes before we leave the house, they have to pick up their toys. We don't leave things scattered around. So things like that, if you can teach them that from the very beginning, it'll be easier down the road when you want your house to be clean and their rooms are messy, and they know, okay, we need to pick up, we need to clean up, and they know how to clean up. They know where to put things. They know things all have a spot, and you can stay organized, and you can instill that in them. And the last tip is basically what I said just a second ago, and that is do not go to bed with a messy home. Yes, there are days where I'm exhausted after my kids go to bed, but I know that I'll be happier if I wake up to a clean, fresh home. It's a fresh day, it's a new day, and if I wake up and there's dishes in the sink or there's toys all over the floor, it is really hard for me to wake up in a good mood and be ready for that day and to take on the day. Obviously, my house is not gonna be spotless every single day I wake up, as far as dog hair on the floor, or crumbs on the floor, or crumbs all over the couch. So like the cleanliness, that is not gonna be obtainable every single time. But as far as things everywhere, or let's just say like blankets thrown on the floor, those can easily be folded and put away, and the things can be put away. So obviously you need to give yourself some grace. Your house is not gonna be spotless, and it's not gonna be shining every time you go to bed, but if you have a clean kitchen, the counters are all wiped down, things are put away, the kids' rooms are clean like I said, and there isn't clutter all around, you can wake up to a good mood and you can take on the day. And as the day goes, your house is gonna get messy, things are gonna get taken out, and then as you go, you're cleaning up, and then again that night your house is gonna be clean again. So those are just the things that we do here at our house. That is why we can keep a clean home a lot easier. Like I said, if you walk into my house any given day, there's probably gonna be a mess somewhere. I'm only one person Chris works from home, but he's not cleaning during the day. He has work to do. And my 3 kids are just learning. So basically it is just me, and I would drive myself crazy if I were cleaning all day long. But I do know and do care about my home and the things that I have in here, and I want it to be clean and fresh. And I feel like my mind is clearer when my house is clean. So those are the things that I do to make sure that my life is a little bit easier in the cleaning department. And I hope that you guys can take something from this and maybe apply it to your lives and see if that works for you as well. If your house is a huge mess, it is cluttered, there's stuff everywhere, it may take some time. Like I said, my office was a disaster, my laundry room was a disaster, and I took 2 full days to clean it and to get those rooms in working order. And now I feel amazing about it, and my house just feels done. It feels put together, it feels great. So maybe you need to start in one specific room. It is very daunting when you look at your home and it looks cluttered and you don't even know where to start. But I really encourage you to start in one space or in one room and just see how it feels. Just do that one room and then move on to the next room. And then really try your best to keep those rooms clean and cluttered free and organized. And I promise your life will be so much better and so much easier, and you will feel fresh and clean and free in your own home. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got some good tips. If you did, give it a thumbs up for me and share it with some of your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.